Hey guys, I'm just gonna do a little short video on the phone. Some of the stuff I got. I mean, most of you guys are sitting in the house doing nothing. There ain't nothing on Netflix or TV that's worth a damn. So you're out working on your bikes and stuff. But I want to go over and just, for entertainment purposes, just let you know what I got and what I'm going to be working on and stuff like that. So just, whether you're sitting on the toilet watching this or watching on your big screen on whatever. But I guess I'll start with that one. This is my 1980. I bought it at Pate's Swap Meet last year. It runs. I had been doing some stuff with the points in there or something or other, and I had to put the covers back on and a chain guard. And I took that warped plastic fender off and put that fender on it. It's metal. It's been hacked off at the bottom. It's got some, it's got some dire need of some throttle grips and things. Turn signals are missing, tail light's been, pulled off. But that's one of those whenever I get to it kind of projects. I got some ideas for it as far as paint. I may do it like a deep metallic purple from custom cans or something like that. But the motor's gonna get redone. I'm not going to redo a bike without going through the motor. I just don't see any sense in it. I'll probably put, smaller sprocket on it. Fix the damn oil leaks in it. Like, you see that. I need to put a diaper on it because it's been sitting there for a few months and it's got oil dripping out from the shift seal. So anyway. And this one here we got, it's a 70. It's the Candy Gold. Got a new bucket and it runs. I just don't have any handbrakes on it. It's got the foot brake that you almost have to smash it all the way to the pavement to do it. Well, I have not gone through the rear wheel hub, done the brakes or anything like that. It's just, I bought it. It's got really good patina paint. Make a good rider. Just put the missing parts on it. But I let my oldest son get on it, and he laid it over. I wasn't gonna let him drive any of those. If he can't handle that one, he just. He's rode my mini bike and wrecked it a few times. So, he's 21 years old. He got to learn how to ride something that is not going to make his old man cry if he tears the hell out of it. So, how many dollar bills do I got to throw at that? It's got decent tires. It'll get the work up, whether or not I paint it or not. But I'm gonna at least make it a nice, pretty rider. And here's the one that won the next restoration. I haven't got around to it, and to tearing it down. The seat cover, ignore that. That's one that I bought that I was going to put on the 75, but I just got it on there right now because I actually forgot that I had that seat cover. So I was bringing some stuff out that was in the garage in the house. You can see why. It's a KO seat. It's original. So I'm not going to put this K2 or whatever, the 75 seat cover on it. So I just slipped it on there so I could take the wrinkles out of it. For all intents and purposes. But like I say, we'll get to why I haven't started ripping this one apart. I'll do some video on it and see how fast we can get it ripped apart. My 73, when I tore it apart, it only took me like 45 minutes. And but anyway, it's the next candidate to get restored. I got the paint for it. I'll blast it myself and do it. I got new shocks, and the headlight bucket's new. The handlebars on it are new. I haven't completed the setup for the cables and stuff. I got all new cables. I got a lot of new stuff that after paint, this thing would be just, make a guy's tongue fall out. The chrome on this bike is just excellent, man. And I will go through the motor because I want to make sure that everything inside the motor there's no sludge. Get any kind of old remnants of metal shavings. Get all that stuff out of there. It's what I call peace of mind. I want to make sure I don't have any signs of anybody's been in there before and left something, laying around in it. I want to know. The damn thing runs good, but I haven't cranked it up because it's, I don't have throttle hooked up. Sometimes you got to open the throttle up to get them started. Some of them started idle. Some of them start it wide open. So that's that one. And next we'll move to this one. This is one y'all seen probably, on the site, the Facebook groups. It's the first one I restored. And at the time I was penny pinching tires, and I ordered those tires from Trail Buddy. They're okay, but to me, they're just fat. They're too fat. They look fine, but they're just too fat for me. As far as even fitting in the back, they swallow, the rear swing arm. It's kind of hard for them to swallow them big old tires because they just stick out beyond the Bridgestones or the Nitos or the RC trials. But I completely did that motor. I rebuilt it, put it together I painted the jug on that one first, and left everything else. And because it was my first try, I wanted to make sure that I could do it. Which I rebuilt many like Briggs and Stratton go-kart motors and things like that through the years. So it's just like, well, this is something new to me. So I painted the jug black, got the motor running after the rebuild, then took it back off and painted it and put it back on. So most everything everything on that has been redone, replaced. Of course, that's a lime green paint, or not paint, but powder coat for the Mighty Green. I do have the wrong Honda Trail 70 decal on it. It should be blue. The Trail 70 should be blue. I have that correct decals. I just hadn't found it necessary to take off. I do have some license plates that I bought at Paint Swap Meet from license plate collectors and sellers and stuff. But I did it my way. Mostly like these controls should be black. I don't care. It's mine. If it's yours, do it your way. So anyway, found some mirrors and stuff to put on it, matching set. I kind of like hitting the guys that, like at flea markets or mainly at swap meets, that have just buckets and miscellaneous like blinkers and mirrors and stuff, because those are some of the least thought about things until you get to the point you don't have it. So I've got quite a bit of, I don't have as many mirrors as I do blinker stuff, but I got a good source of them. So I redid that bike. It's done. It rides, and it's it actually is a little bit quieter. It's more mild as far as the power that this 73 here has. So this is the second one I did. I had it painted, candy topaz orange. Some things like the shocks. Well, the shocks on the original ones, they had the chrome skirts on them, and I think the 75 had chrome skirts, or they might have just been black. I don't remember, but they don't look the same because it's kind of hard to, well, I need to buy 2 sets because I want to redo another motorcycle. Well, you kind of buy for the one you're working on, and then you get another one, and I got to buy another pair of shocks. Well, they're different. You can't find the ones you had bought before. So anyway, well, this one, like I did the green one there, I blacked the hubs, had them powder coated. But this one I bought chrome wheels, a rim has for it, and I got the aftermarket fenders for this, and it looked really decent. So, but I went through the motor, the controls. I did like a KO. These are CHP handlebars. Those are not. So, really happy with CHP because most of the time if you buy handlebars, they don't fit down in here in this clamping thingy. But for what it's worth, I mean they're in really good shape. They're really good matchup. And one thing that let me get around here. You're gonna say, well, you put a KO muffler on a 73. Well, yeah, I like it. It looks a lot better. I just don't like it dimple dye mufflers like that. And I'll probably put a KO on this one. This is one of them $50 eBay mufflers. I hate it. Maybe that's my power loss because that muffler is from CHP and the guard too. So that's a CHP muffler. It's stainless steel, and I did not get. I thought, well, I can just run it without the shielding on there, but I may step off and buy the shielding and put it on there. So and all that, but it's where I'm sitting here looking at it. These pieces right here, which are hard to find, I repaired those myself. I had to have a guy TIG weld some stuff around these areas that was cracked, and I had them re-chromed as well as the ones on these. I repaired them and had them chromed. It was $90 to get just those two, were $90, and that was another $90 to get those. So it's like $45 a piece. So yeah, if you got them, repair them any way you can. If you can TIG weld them, which I recommend, you get somebody TIG welded, and you can go get them chromed a lot cheaper than trying to buy some off eBay. So just be patient. So let's see here. I know this is not a Honda, but that's a Suzuki 50. I didn't pay a whole lot for it, but I redid the top end. I don't know if I've done any other videos on it and posted, but I am waiting on a carburetor to show up, and I have not got a call in that the carburetor has come in. I bought a cheap Chinese knockoff, and it was junk. The carburetor that was on it was probably better, but somebody broke the mounting ear off of it. But that's what I'm waiting on it. Granddaddy used to have a few of these. So, and the CB100, that was my dad's. He bought it back when he was in high school. He saved up his money, and Pawpaw had to buy it for him because he wasn't 18. And I went through the motor, and I'm going to go through the motor again and actually put the correct paint on it and do a little bit better work on it. It's not a priority to restore. It's just a time capsule. It's dirty and dusty. It's it looks to be a different color on my phone than it actually looks to my naked eye. So it cleans up really good. I got some spots that's rusty. I mean, what do you expect for a 1970 CV100? So anyway, I did cover the seat a couple of years ago. The other one was just too far gone. Apologize for chairs leaning up on stuff, but I had to get my welder out of the shelf. So, but that's about as much as I'm going to ramble on about the 100. But anyway, then here's the 72 I did a series on. I have not done the front end or done any videos on doing the front end because things have got kind of crazy here lately, and I hope you probably know. But I'm going to redo the front end, clean everything up, polish the fender. I probably pull the wheels apart and paint them. The other side of that wheel is looks like rust. It's real bad looking, but it's not horrible. So anyway, I have got to clean up some stuff in here. I have been busy, and I've got stuff in the way I've got to organize before I go into tearing that front end off. And that's the reason why I haven't. Here's the answer to the emerald green bike over there that you saw. I have not started ripping the emerald green bike apart because I actually want to finish this bike as far as just making it a nice clean rider. So there's the answer to that. Once I get this one done, the front end part of it, because I did all the back, rebuilt the motor, runs great. Then I get to tearing the front end apart, and like turning the shock in the right way. It's 180 out. Somebody had it apart and didn't pay no attention. So it's got like really brand new looking tires on it, so I couldn't argue with that, what I paid for it. But I like to get the headlight bucket powder coated, but it's clean enough. I'll just leave it until one of those days I just take it and the foot pegs down and get them powder coated. The air box has been powder coated. I just didn't see any need to put any chrome caps on it right now that are new. Yeah, I got some throttle cables. I'm going to replace this. I got these sleeves from CHP to slip over the wires and maybe kind of moisturize that insulation a little bit. Maybe some WD-40 or some kind of spray that'll help limber that up. So horn works great. The chrome's in really good shape. So just do all my basic polishing of this and that. I'm not going to try to replace anything with new stuff. I'm just going to make it the best. It'll be a nice rider until the emerald green bike that won the vote, it gets restored. I won't do anything on this one, so it'll be the next one to actually rip back apart and restore. And mainly just paint, just paint it, put everything back together, and just see what happens. But here's something else I picked up not too far back. This is my 1982. I think it is. This says it on there somewhere. I don't know, that was just numbers. It says it on there somewhere. I think it's 82, 81. It's a little ATC 110. That thing is awesome. The plastics are in excellent shape, and the tires either have been replaced a few years ago. I don't see any dry rot on it at all, except that tire have to air up every other day. I need to put some tire slime in it, which I got. They put some flames on it, and the Moose Racing. It has a fiberglass gas tank. I would guess that the other tank rotted out to somewhere down the line, and somebody that was good at fiberglass took pieces of the metal tank and fiberglassed them into, or put the metal in the fiberglassing to make it work. Because I know that gas tank neck in there is metal, and the spigots down there on the bottom, the hose barbs are metal. So somebody used what they needed off the metal tank to work, and they did some decal off the flames and the ATC 110, which is really nice. Makes it look so much better. And I built the hitch on the back. The chrome grab bar, part of it was broke. The welds were broke, and I redid that and welded it. So I have not taken the hitch off to paint it and black it yet. So of course I went riding and got a little dirty, but somebody's recovered the seat. There's something under here that's making this deal, so I don't know. Somebody made it, or made a cover, or either bought a cover off eBay that's made for it, and it's not a priority right now to pull that seat cover off and get all that mess out of there. It's probably just something they didn't think of that was going to show, but I believe the original seat had the ribs across it, side to side all the way down. So I'm not complaining about it having a good seat. But anyway, there's a Yamaha 71 R5B 352 stroke. I got the tops pulled off because the engine was stuck, but I just brought it in here to keep it out of the rain, keep the cylinders from locking up again. It's got a windshield on it and stuff, so I don't know. Let me take you outside and I'll show you my other stash and that stuff. I got I got a 72 and a 74 Trail 70. Not over here, but I think that's a 73 or 4. Yamaha GT80 motors tore apart. The cases are broke, so I bought another motor. It's a long-term project. There's a 71 gold, and there's a 71 H model. I've got the motor to the H model in a bucket. Some of it's tore apart. SL70 with a XR or some. It's got the wrong tank. I got a CB. No, it's not a CB. A CL77. It's got the 305. It's a scrambler. I've got that. 1980 CT 110. That's a long ways down the road project. And I got a Yamaha, I think it's a DT 125. I plan on selling it at paint swap meet. I bought it. I don't plan on, it just seemed like it's too much for me right now. I'll put some cash flow back in the projects that I got going. I do have the seat for it if anybody's wondering. There's my Baja Warrior. It has a, what the hell, Predator. It's got a billet rod in it, motorcycle carburetor, no governor, 18-pound valve springs, ultra thin head gasket. So I don't know. I've kind of lost interest in the mini bike stuff. So, and this is one I started on a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's that far back, but CM200 Twin Star. It's an 82 model. I did drive this around, but I just had carburetor troubles. I bought a cheap Chinese carburetor, and one of these days it'll make it in there I put another carburetor on it. I don't think it's anything electrical. It was carburetor the way it seemed to me. Just, mufflers are rotted out right down there. You don't see a 2-stroke rotted out, but a 4-strokes do, because they're not coated with oil. And this old, I don't know, Huffy or Stingray, I don't think Stingray, but a bicycle I got really cheap. It was at the junkyard, so I bought it. So anyway, it might make the restoration table one day. But yeah, for the most part, that's kind of mostly what I got. I'm not going to go to the other side of the shop. Well, do you want to go? Let's go. We ain't got nothing better to do. You're sitting on the toilet taking a 25-minute dump by now, so anyway, I've got enough stuff. Oh, I made one of those. Got a Kawasaki seat in it. And I got some parts I stripped off. That's a TRX 90 pieces. It's been sitting here long enough, the leaves have caked up in it. That's a Yamaha 100 Enduro, little Z50. What's left is Z50 parts somewhere in there. CT90, what's left of it. That wheel right there, that's a, what do you call that, a CL100, I guess. And here's the other 72. I need to get this one in there covered up. That's the one I went to Bastrop and got. And this is another one I picked up. I need to get the carburetor off of it and intake and take it in there. No keys for it, but I guess I can get some keys for it sometime, because it's got the helmet lock. So it'd be nice if I can get, locksmith to make me a key. Neither one of these roll. They are locked up in the wheels. That motor's locked up, so whoop-de-damn-do. So I don't know what else to tell you. As far as I got plenty of other things to film and show you, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. Be sure and hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your buddies. Just let me know, leave a comment, suggestions. As far as anything else, I don't know. I mean, if you're interested in any of that, I'm here in Texas, so Pate Swap Meet has moved back to the very last couple of days, first weekend in October, like first, second, third kind of thing. So if you're going to be at that, I don't remember my spaces. I hadn't got any information. If you're needing something like this, I'll probably have it. I just need to, I saved these off the bikes, so this is all I could get at the time. So anyway, I hope to see you on the next episode. Just keep watching and we'll get some more stuff posted out. And I just wanted to put something out where you guys ain't wondering what the hell happened. So I'm virus free. I haven't had any issues. So y'all guys out there, just get out there in your damn shop and stay busy. Get out of the house. Anything on Netflix worth watching, unless you want to watch reruns. Alright guys, this is it. 30 minutes. 73 to all y'all out there, and catch you later.